What, you got Russian going there? No.
Don't judge me. Okay. Okay, let's do this.
All right.
As soon as everyone could talk and focus on this.
Yeah, no more eating ice cream, I guess.
I know at least
Come on,
half of the party
Puma.
can.
Come on.
Let's get back on the topic of zombies.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So first of all, we gotta discuss. Let's talk about if they have stages. You know, like this is gonna talk about also how the zombie virus works. Like,
Okay.
would they just like become a zombie and just like start fucking limping towards you, or would it be more like, say, what Dead Island has, where there's like the infected stage where they've like been bitten, but they're not fully zombified yet. They're still partially human and their motor functions work, and the infected just like run towards you, and then like as they slowly get consumed by the virus, they start to limp more, and they lose their motor functions.
I think it'd be a slower process. I think, like you said, like the second option. I think
that's what I'm saying. Like, what if it was like it does take time? Like, what if the zombie virus doesn't immediately change them into zombies yet?
Right.
Like, what if they slowly become zombies and like they still have control of their motor functions when they first get bitten, but as time goes on, they become more zombie-like?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be like the normal progression of any virus.
Yeah. It would take a lot of time.
Not exactly, because remember, there's fucking what's that movie called? There's World War Z, where like it takes merely seconds, and then they're fucking sprinting at you.
No, that
is ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one at all.
Well, I mean, technically, there are certain venoms that can affect people within like mere seconds. So
right, but I still think it would be slower.
You think for a virus, it would be slower,
right?
So yeah, we'll say that. Well, I guess we could say they lose their motor functions over time, and then I don't know.
I mean, I don't agree with super fast zombies.
I would just
I'm
I would agree with. Like I'd say they start off like Zombieland.
Yeah.
Like when they first get infected, that's how they start off.
Right.
And I just realized I misspelled motor. And then as the virus progresses, they become more like what we have in Left 4 Dead.
Right.
Which also on the topic of Left 4 Dead, what about their decomposition? Like, does the virus like eat away at like their body and make them decompose faster?
Yeah, say so, but I'd say it would still take like a couple weeks for that to happen.
Yeah, for like any like noticeable effects.
Exactly. Kind of like leprosy.
I've never seen anyone with leprosy, so I can't confirm at all.
Mind if I say something?
Huh?
I think what I learned is that like it takes the body or like animal body like that decomposing to like get to certain temperatures or yeah. I think it's called rigor mortis or something.
Yeah, rigor mortis sets in. That sets in within like so many hours.
I know the others like set in time and like how stiff the body is. Like if it's zombies, then the body be like a little bit decomposed.
Okay.
At least maybe half. I don't know, something like that.
So then here's another topic to get into. What about their senses?
Ooh.
What senses do they have?
I'd say a keen sense of smell.
Yeah.
You want to say that?
Yeah.
It definitely hearing too. They can definitely hear.
Yep.
What if the virus affects their eyesight so they can't see anymore?
They all run around with cataracts now.
Oh god.
Well, I mean, they did that in High School of the Dead. In High School of the Dead, they couldn't see anything. All they relied on was hearing.
Right.
And I don't think a sense of touch or taste is really going to matter in the circumstances of this apocalypse.
That's not really
I'd say smell and hearing are your key ones. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this isn't one I think is more interesting. Is like, how would the virus spread?
Besides the obvious with the bite.
Yeah, is there like any other way it spreads? Because like I remember Mamba, Shad, and I were talking about this about how like the zombie virus, like it would just like it's like a contagious spread where it's just like from the saliva from like a bite. So if like the saliva gets into your bloodstream, that would affect you. So do we want to go that route?
I'd say saliva and blood.
Okay. If it's like just like basically contagions of like infected bodily fluids.
Yes. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna type
I was gonna
that.
say I don't think you're gonna see too many zombies sneezing. No.
That'd be funny though. Imagine you're just
That would be
walking
funny.
around, walking around trying to avoid the zombies and like getting supplies, and all of a sudden you just see one in the distance, and it goes.
Getting hit by mucus.
Oh yeah,
that-
this will probably be an important question. What if you accidentally consumed blood and saliva of an infected?
Oh yeah, you definitely would get infected.
You
Yeah.
would definitely
Okay.
get infected.
Yep. You know, it falls into like an ice cream vat or
Oh my god.
movie popcorn.
So yeah, you would have to like say, okay, so if like even zombie, you would have to be careful of like what you eat and drink.
Oh yeah. So then that way, then you'd probably have to stick with like canned goods and make sure that like you immediately eat out of the can like right after you open it. You can't leave it laying around.
No, you couldn't.
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna say it's transferred through fluid and it's not like airborne or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just zombie bites specifically that will spread the infection.
Yeah.
Well, we
Mostly
were saying
zombie
either
bites,
zombie
yeah.
bites or
Okay.
if there was any bodily, if you end up swallowing like any type of bodily fluids from them.
Oh yeah, this will probably be important. How fast does the infection spread?
Mm.
Not in 2 seconds.
Oh my god.
Like, I think that's an important question to ask: is how fast does this virus spread once
Well,
it's
what?
inside you?
Okay, from the time of the bite until you're completely infected.
Yeah.
Let's give it like
I don't know. I'd still give it a couple days. I want because again.
Oh, okay. So you could have time to amputate someone if they're infected on like the forearm or something.
Well, okay, that's another theory that people have done where you think you can eliminate it before it completely spreads throughout the body, but I don't agree with that. I mean, okay, yes, they got bit. Even though you're trying to cut off the limb or whatever, I still feel like it's already in your system circulating from the time that like you're bitten.
Maybe so, but but like it depends on. I feel like it also depends on the person, because certain people's blood circulation are faster than others, while others are slower.
Yeah.
So it honestly depends on your heart rate.
Right, and your metabolism.
Yeah, it there's like lots of factors to key in here.
Right, so it isn't like everybody's going to get infected all at once if they all got bit like at the same exact time. Everybody's it's going to affect everybody a little bit differently.
So yeah, it's a slow virus build.
Yep.
Okay. And then let's say once you're fully infected and become a zombie, what is your intelligence level?
Well,
it is lowered.
Well, would there really be one? Because at that point, you're basically dropping down just to your two senses of smell and hearing.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And also, well, you're gonna be highly aggressive towards anything you hear. And
Yeah, because your primal instincts have taken over.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's like
it's more primal. No.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna type in dummy stupid.
Dumb retard. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It's YouTube. The R word is no longer allowed. Learn from my
Was it ever?
I don't know. It used to be allowed.
All right. Well, that's all the steps of like the zombie mechanics. Unless we want to add anything more to talk about.
Lose motor functions. Okay, I don't know. Unless we want to list. Okay, so they're going to be stumbling, shuffling zombies, not aggressive running zombies.
Like like when they're full, once they're completely infected. Yes.
Wait. Yes to.
Once they're
Stumbling
completely
or running?
once they're completely infected, they just stumble around and just like limp or
Yeah,
crawl, depending on their condition.
I still prefer those type of zombies than the ones that are like super fast.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like when the infection starts taking over you, like let's say like a day and a half goes by and you actually start acting more zombie-like.
Well, and I think you should still go through like a stage of rigor mortis where you kind of stiffen up before you like completely change.
So then we'll say that, but like say like you still have like your motor functions have not decayed yet.
Okay.
So that would give you access to sprint or not sprint, but run at
Right.
least.
Yeah.
So you'd run, but then as the days go by and the virus slowly consumes you entirely, then you like start limping instead.
Exactly. Yeah, you slow down.
So we have this. Well, okay, how about this actually? Could you burn the virus out? Like let's
Oh,
say
that's a
let's say
hard
you
question.
let's say some water or some virus is in saliva that got into water. Could you pasteurize the water by boiling it and clear the virus out?
Mm,
Mm,
I don't know about that.
that's a very hard question, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just like a thought I had. Like, because that
Yeah, if
there's a
that
lot
was
of
the case, then
situations.
it would be easily solved.
Well, I mean, I feel like we have to balance the virus out somehow with this fucking saliva thing, because everything is going to become a quarantine zone at that
Well,
point.
that's basic
Right.
food safety. So
What's up?
yeah, it should be allowed. That should be allowed.
What, that
That you
it can
can
be
burn out the
boiled out of
virus.
water?
Yeah, that's like basic food safety.
So, in other words, if you wanted to survive the zombie apocalypse, do not go north or south.
And don't eat stuff that hits the floor. No 5-second rule anymore.
No.
That'll kill you.
I never even followed the 5-second rule at all, so I'm good there.
If you drop a zombie part on the ground and you go to eat it, you're still safe in 5 seconds.
I guess if you really wanted to survive the zombie apocalypse, even though I would hate it, I know you and Mamba would like it, Puma. Go north, or I mean, go to the equator where it's really warm.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. Now, I've asked this question before at one point, but like since they rely on their smell as well,
Hmm.
this is such a stupid question. But would zombies be afraid of?
Oh god.
Doubt
No, I don't think they would be because again, if they sense that, they would know that that would be linked to something that might be edible.
Okay.
it.
How would they
Like a
react to
pit.
their own? Like, what if you had like decomposing corpses around? Do you think they would react to that? Oh, you know what? Actually, what about bleach? Or like something else that has that like foul chemical smell? Do you think
Mm,
they would? Do you think that would deter them, since they rely on smell?
no,
I don't know, to be
Okay.
honest.
no, because I think they're still being driven by their primal sense of smell. So all they're trying to look for is like anything that's alive. I mean, the bleach might like mask like it's something if they're trying to smell like blood in the air or something like that, but I don't think it's going to scare them off.
I mean, I like how you said primal instincts, but I've seen animals constantly run away from the smell of bleach all the time. Because like they're smelling it, just like they hate it.
Well, I know cats don't like certain smells,
Yeah.
especially
Okay,
blue
how about
cheese.
this?
Oh
What
god.
if I put that depending on chemicals, certain chemicals can act as camouflage?
True, like gasoline or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty potent stuff too.
I remember in I keep going back to this, but I remember how in World War Z, zombies were like the virus in the zombies was not drawn to sickly hosts.
Right, because already at that point the sickly kind of smell like them.
Yeah,
No, it's because the virus made it to where they focus on people who are more healthy so they can
they
infect
focus on the
them,
healthy hosts.
Mm.
which is
They
stupid because I don't think a virus can actually do that. That's not realistic. A virus will infect anyone.
Okay, now I think we got all the zombie mechanics we need
Okay.
to start focusing. So let's say the apocalypse is starting right now. What do you
Okay.
do? What's
First, I'd
what's
leave
like
the
some of the
call.
first things you do? What?
I'd leave the call.
Okay. Thanks. That's not what I meant, but I'm saying like what if you weren't in the call at the moment?
Yeah, I know. Okay, so
Oh yeah,
I mean, if it can't
I forgot to mention sorry, Shad. I forgot to mention part of
No.
this mechanics is that we're saying like in the zombie virus, Shad and I talked about this a little while ago.
Mm.
That in this zombie apocalypse, let's say that you're the only survivor of your friends and family.
That sucks.
So that way we can narrow it down a little bit more and make it easier. Sort
Okay.
of. Okay, so now what is like the thing, what is some of the stuff you do?
Okay.
Like if
Number
you're in the
one.
middle of it.
Okay. Well, number one thing, I'd have my manual can opener with me.
You know, that's valid.
Because that is one thing you're going to absolutely need, especially when we were talking about the whole thing with the fluids getting onto anything. You want to make sure
Oh,
you've
yeah.
got your can opener right next to you with your canned fruit or vegetables, and
and a rag to clean it.
yeah, and you're eating it like right then and there because you definitely don't want that stuff exposed to anything flying.
Yeah.
Okay. Scarab, what would you do once the zombie apocalypse starts right now?
Oh, honestly, I haven't actually thought about that yet.
Okay.
What do you mean? Like,
Stay away from densely populated areas.
yeah, that's what I would
Yes.
stay away from.
Well,
That's-
but I think I'd still want to be with a group of people. I
Yeah.
mean, I wouldn't
Well, yeah,
want to
with
be
the
by myself.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to that later.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? What if we also say? I mean, it's too late to type it in now in this category, but I guess I could put it in once I start editing the video. But what if we say like once? Because you know, the virus is decomposing zombie bodies. You know,
Okay.
what if like once the host is completely decomposed and it's not really a zombie anymore, it's just like a corpse. What if we say
Okay.
the virus just, since it doesn't have a host to spread to, what if the virus just dies along with it
Okay.
and it's not infected anymore?
Well, that could work.
I mean, to me,
Yep.
that makes the most logical sense.
Right.
Okay, so anyways, we'll go back to that topic now. All right, so yeah, Puma, you said you would like the first thing you would do is definitely grab like a handheld can opener,
Right.
which that does make a lot of sense.
Yep.
So
And I don't know, I'd stockpile food and stuff like that, but like I said, I'd be on the run. I don't think I'd want to stay in place very long.
you also want to make sure to travel light.
Yep.
Weren't you loaded on weapons?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean that would be kind of important, but I feel like it would be more important to make sure you have like all the supplies you need to survive for a while.
Right.
Bullets.
Yeah,
I
you
meant
need at
what?
least like a shotgun and a
So, yeah,
bunch of
I know.
handguns.
Basic
Oh, I'm not
necessities,
buying a shotgun.
water,
Fuck
whatnot,
that.
but you need bullets. You need a weapon. At least to stab like a zombie in the face.
Oh yeah,
You know, here's the
Stabbing one.
thing, Sean, since we're both in the Katy Houston area, come to my house. I am stocked up on all the fucking melee weapons you could ever want.
Oh yeah, because you're you're a weeb and you have a bunch of swords and shit.
I'm not a weeb, first of all. And
I
second of
know.
all, a lot of this is just fucking. Actually, a lot of this, like, Dad just gave it to me. Still, I'm loaded up on like sharp bladed weapons.
Yeah.
So
that's why it's
so-
definitely good to flee to a farm because, like I said, if they've got a bunch of like blades and stuff like scythes and everything, that's
Yeah,
a good location to be at.
and also there's a lot of open land for you to move around in.
Well,
Yep.
I want to find a farm that kind of sits up on a hill too, so you can actually see in every direction.
Also, you could just kick the zombies down and they tumble. Okay, so yeah, Sean, what did you say was the first thing you'd do? If like the zombies started or the apocalypse started?
All right. So I'd just tell my family that we should find a place to hold up, and after like we pack up our food and stuff, what we need, we're taking the van. Actually, no, we're not gonna take the van. That thing breaks down.
Oh,
Make sure
yeah,
you have
you def-
reliable transportation.
Yes, reliable transportation. That's important.
Yes, that's key.
Yeah, we're gonna take the Toyota instead. But yeah, since we have a bunch of tools, I guess we'll take that as well.
Oh
I'm
man.
taking the sledgehammer. We have a sledgehammer. It's fun.
Well,
So
then I guess we're gonna have to start stealing some RVs or something.
yeah, all those electric cars are gonna be useless.
Yeah, if the
Un-
grid goes
Fuck
down.
it.
just buy a bunch of solar panels and connect it to an outlet.
Yeah, suck it,
You
Tesla.
know,
You
even
suck.
better, you could have it to where you can like use some form of adhesive and stick those solar panels on the top of your car or whatever vehicle you choose.
There you
And
go.
then have the outlet just like stringing down off the side of it, so that way you could just plug it in immediately.
Yeah. What was I gonna-
Anyways,
oh, yeah. Anyway, after we get our stuff ready, I'd go to my one of my childhood friends' house, like really far and not in a populated area or densely populated area,
Right.
and we'd probably just hung or just
hold the
seek
fort.
shelter there, I guess.
And you definitely don't want to go to a trailer park.
Yeah, no. And I think one of their neighbors actually has a huge armory of weapons, so they're set too.
Oh jeez.
We probably just hunkered down over there and wait it out.
Oh fuck.
We got a bee farm too.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's cool.
or they got a bee farm. I said we. I don't have a bee farm. That'd be cool though.
Because that's one thing we didn't talk about either. Okay, so humans can get infected. Can animals or insects get infected too, or not?
I would say no. I would say it's a
All right.
virus that's only transmitted through humans.
Okay.
Because I feel like if it's animals, that'd be way too ridiculous.
A stampede of zombie cattle.
I don't know. I guess like let's say the apocalypse has gone down. Let's say the first few stages of the apocalypse have gone down. There's not very many people left, and like the zombies have settled in and spread out across the world.
Okay.
Real life people, like once again, I'm saying this from the perspective of like saying you're the only one of your friends and family that's still alive.
Okay.
What people would you have as your team? Like, let's say including yourself, it's a 4-person team.
Okay.
Who would those people be?
One would be a mechanic. Someone who's really handy at like tinkering that can fix stuff. Trying to think what else. Someone who would know how to farm.
Yeah, the chef.
Yeah. Someone who
Be the
knows how to
chef.
cook. And someone who's really good at with weapons.
So, if you don't mind, may I give my answer what my 3 people would be?
Sure.
So, one of them would definitely be Russell Crowe, because then when she explained the farming thing, I realized I would probably need someone that could farm as well.
Okay.
So, Russell Crowe would definitely be one of them, but the other 2 people would be Keanu Reeves and Dwayne Johnson. I told
We could
Shad this.
somehow
The
get
team,
people.
part of the team is based off of emotional support, because you're definitely going to need to have your sanity in check during
Right.
during the apocalypse.
Well, don't you need Ryan Reynolds? No.
For comedy. Oh my god.
Okay, so what about you, Shad? What 3 people would you pick?
So what 3 people?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like something you really have to think about.
Well, again, you're
Well-
picking Hollywood people. I mean,
Well, I'm not trying to pick Hollywood people, but you know your options are kind of limited when you can't include family or friends.
yeah.
Whoops.
This is difficult.
I want Vin Diesel on my team.
It's about
I
family.
I want Riddick.
Never turn your back on family.
This is like why I was saying about having fucking Keanu Reeves. You
Hmm.
making your Riddick joke? I was thinking Keanu Reeves because of how he actually had to train like a lot for his role as John Wick with the aiming.
Well, and even Neo in Matrix,
So,
Oh yeah.
because he had to know all the martial arts.
uh-huh. That's why Keanu was definitely in there, because I figured he'd be a great selection for taking out zombies from a distance.
Okay, I know two so
Mhm.
far: Vin Diesel and Sigourney Weaver.
Is there a particular reason why Sigourney?
She's Ripley. She's a badass.
Well, I mean, she's a badass in Alien, but what about in real life?
I have no idea.
You have no idea, but you'd still take it.
That's right.
Oh man, Sigourney Weaver's name is so long. Stop laughing at me! I'm trying my best.
I feel like Sigourney Weaver would probably, she'd have like an overall knowledge of stuff too. But then again, I could be wrong.
Still, what's the worst that's gonna happen, though? The worst that could happen is that she'd stab you in the back.
True.
Yeah.
But then again, if she stabbed you in the back, at least you wouldn't have to deal with the shithole anymore.
Right. I'm trying to think who else I would pick.
Peter Cullen.
Oh God. I think who else would be really.
All right, you know what? Who hasn't had a chance, or who's had time to think is Scarab. You got anything?
Oh boy. Oh. I got nothing. I got nothing. I'm serious. I got nothing.
Yeah. We're going like with popular people or celebrities.
Yeah,
I'm
it,
gonna go
it
with
just
Chef
seems like.
Ramsay.
Oh, you want Gordon?
Yeah,
Oh
Mr.
god.
Mr. Chef Ramsay, Gordon Ramsay, Jackie
Okay.
Chan,
Oh my
Steve Harvey.
God.
You'd be shouting at the zombies like crazy. And
This
you know, that makes a
fucking
lot of sense,
okay.
Sean, with Jackie
Jackie
Chan.
Chan?
Because she's a legend. That's why.
Isn't he still good at martial arts even to this day, though?
He should
As well?
be.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even though he's X amount of years old, he's still, I feel like, in his prime.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure he's in his prime still with all the martial arts knowledge he has. I'm sure he'd be fine. And the last one I said is Steve Harvey, because why the hell not?
Okay.
But for comic relief?
Yes. Why the hell
Okay.
not?
Did I spell that right?
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I'm gonna go with Ryan Reynolds as my third choice.
Okay.
Because you know what? Even though he's such a prankster and stuff, he had to have learned how to use weapons and stuff like that, like through his training for some of his roles.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Okay. You got anything, Scarab?
Uh,
Would you like some help?
please, I would like some help.
What you guys got?
Trying to think.
I just thought of how funny it would be if someone chose John Goodman.
Not to like.
Peter Griffin.
Oh.
Peter Griffin.
How about Stewie? Stewie's pretty damn smart.
It takes Stewie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stewie. Yeah.
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
Okay, I guess we can go the fictional character route.
Let's see. The other fictional character? Oh boy. Most definitely Levi from Attack on Titan.
Oh my
Most
god.
definitely Levi.
How do you spell Levi?
Is it just Levi?
That's
Yeah.
what I was wondering, but in my head, I think that's Levy.
Levi?
Well, that's how they spell the jeans is Levi.
Oh, you know what? You know, probably be an interesting or probably a good choice.
Hmm?
What's his name? Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, you know what?
Uh,
If I wouldn't have picked Ryan, I would have went with Hugh.
Hugh Jackman's is a pretty cool guy, and he's got the muscles. He could be like the muscle of your team.
Yeah.
I I don't know who he really is, honestly.
He's Wolverine.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You want
I
to go
don't
Hugh
know.
Jackman?
No.
No?
Maybe she just
No.
wants to go with all animated characters.
That's what I'm seeing.
Last one.
Borderline cheating, but okay.
Last one. Ryuko from Kill la Kill. That's gotta be one of them. It's gotta be. Because she's been my waifu for so many years now, so she's gotta be on that list.
Okay. I know what I'm going to title this video. I'm definitely going to title it from realistic to unrealistic. Okay, what else did I have written down here to talk about? I know I had some other stuff. Oh yeah, here was another one that I had. Was let's say you got like something that's slightly more science fiction-y
Mm-hmm.
as like a weapon, but it's not so science fiction-y that it wouldn't make that's like outside of our current craftsmanship in this generation. Like, it's like something today. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but I hope my description was enough.
What, like a lightsaber or something?
I think that
That's
might be
not
a little bit outside our reach.
Okay.
So you're
Is this
saying
the-
we can choose whatever weapon that is available.
Well, I know what I would pick.
What?
What?
And this time it's not the fucking nanosuit, like I said last time we talked about this shot. I would definitely go for the repeater crossbow from Van Helsing.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That is like a great, to me at least, that's a great weapon to have if you're trying to be quieter, but you still need like good shots.
Right.
Yeah.
And also that crossbow like auto draws itself, so
Yeah.
at least I think that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called the repeater crossbow.
Think so. I'm just trying to think of other examples of weapons like that.
Well, I know something I'm cutting out is all this quietness.
I can't figure, like, when you're saying that, I mean, are we grasping this from from movies and stuff like that, or?
Well, I mean, they can be from movies, yeah.
But I'm just drawing a blank on
You're just drawing a blank.
yeah.
So for being realistic, I'm going to be realistic.
Okay.
If you don't have any access to firearms, then the best thing you can get, or the best things you can use, is either kitchen knives, large kitchen knives, very sharp. They don't get stuck as easily if you're going for the head.
That's
Okay.
If you don't
true.
somehow, if you don't have kitchen knives, then if you have a toolbox, get those large screwdrivers, because those they don't get stuck at all, and you can easily just poke them through the eye. Easy kill.
Okay. Oh, that would be an
You
interesting
can't use
weapon
an
using
axe because that gets
Oh,
stuck.
I think of it as like Dead Rising with all those combo weapons where they have like the electrified sledgehammer where they put a car battery on the end.
that works. Stuff like that works.
Yeah, blunt weapons work, definitely.
I
But if
forgot
you have
what
an axe, it could just get stuck.
Well, see, that's the
Same with
thing.
a machete.
Machete still wouldn't be too bad because it's not that long. But like even scythes and stuff like that, those could definitely get stuck.
Oh yeah. It can't be a too large weapon or an excessive weapon.
Right.
Sword would be, I guess, effective, yeah. If it's a normal sword, it
Right.
should work.
And I'm thinking of like a combination with fire and a pitchfork.
Well, if you're thinking of fire, what about the what is it called? The shish kebab in Fallout?
I'm trying
The
to think
shish
what the
The shish kebab was just literally a sword that had like pipes running across the blade that spewed out fire.
Okay, I'm going with that one.
All right.
Nothing like cooked zombie.
Like if you were talking about fire, I figured that'd probably be a great option.
Oh yeah, you've got to have fire. Fire's like one of the easiest things to eliminate. Zombies with. You've got to definitely have fire.
And they're
Yeah.
not immune to high heat.
True.
All right, you got anything, Scarab?
Honestly, I don't know. Sorry.
I'm trying to think of something
Reads
that
the
would probably
quiet.
fit your taste.
I'm definitely saying katana, most definitely, or something. I don't know.
Okay. All right, so I don't have anything else that we could talk about in terms of zombie plans besides, like, I guess, let's say, a base.
Okay.
So, we got any, what's your ideas of, like, what you would do, like, in the middle of a zombie apocalypse if, like, you had, like, some form of a base?
Well, if we had a base, I'd fortify the windows, cover them with wood boards,
Okay.
make sure that nothing can break through the glass easily, but still you can have at least a hole to peek through.
You know what I just thought
Yeah.
of?
Hmm.
The virus isn't technically hurt by it.
Mm.
The body would be very damaged by electrical currents.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, an electric fence would work.
Yep.
You just put a fucking shock collar on all of them. Could you imagine a zombie with a shock collar? It's like, man, man.
I never took into account that tasers might actually be useful in incapacitating them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, so if any of those, if any people are armed with tasers, they're good. They can incapacitate
And if
any
even if it
zombie.
can't, it could probably stun them for a little bit because it would like flex and tense the muscles.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
They'd be like writhing.
That would
It'd
definitely
ruin
stun
their
them at
motor
least.
function even
Yeah.
further.
Well, idealistically, I'd pick like a farm next to a missile silo, and and then you could like, and before you'd even hit the electric fence, you'd build like this massive ditch around the perimeter of the property, and then you could
Have a
like
big moat.
big moat, but I would fill it with like have oil cans out there and everything, so easily again something could just go up in flames, and we'd have like a wall of flames before they'd even could cross over to get to the barbed wire with the electric current.
All right. Anyone want freshly charged zomb? And you know, I'm willing to bet that if you get enough zombs in that perimeter of your moat
Hmm.
that are dead, that decayed flesh smell would be enough to like make zombies think that there's nothing going on in there as far as like food.
True. Yep.
So that would be great. Okay, so you two got yours. Scarab, what do you think you would do for a base of any sort?
It's a very hard one. I can't really
Oh, you
think
know
of
what? I'd go to a Home Depot.
anything. Like, I don't know what kind of base I would want. Really think that far yet.
I've thought
Okay.
about mine,
Okay.
and I still think, considering like what all the mechanics we have about zombies, I think this would still be a great choice. I would not have like like a standing base,
Okay.
like one that's just. I wouldn't have anything that's like a house or anything like that. I would choose a what is it, 18, 16 wheeler or something like that. Whatever, however many
Hmm.
wheels a truck has
Hmm.
with a trailer on the back. And because like I've been inside of Uncle Ben's truck, not that Uncle Ben. Um, like he showed me the inside. I think he showed me and Little Jay it, and there's like an actual interior home in the back of the cab.
Uh-huh.
There's like a small little bed in there and like some other stuff as well. Like you could fit a mini fridge in there.
Hmm.
So it's got like a nice little storage space and like a home space. I would like to have that. And then like the back of the truck is where I would store all my stuff.
So
Like
you
all
want
my
to be portable all the time. You want to be like
yes.
on the move.
Yeah, like if there's if like zombies find me and it becomes too overwhelming, I could just start up the truck and get out.
Uh, I mean, that would be good as like backup. Like I'd have that like on the big piece of property I would be on, but I still had to escape from all them. That's why I'd want the missile silo like right next to the farm, because you could always like go down into the missile silo to get away from the zombies.
I'm sure like especially with the mechanics of like what we're talking about with the virus and everything,
Mm,
I would imagine that like over time, eventually the virus would just be dead. You know?
yeah.
I mean, it probably will take a lot longer for it to be dead if it was like in the two poles. But besides that,
Right.
so hey, we could work together on that. I could have my mobile home right next to your base, and it's just like, well, they've infiltrated the base. I'll see ya. Good luck. Oh, you know what? That'd be the great part to have. I think to me at least would be is if we all had like ham radios so we could communicate with each other and check on our progress.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That'd be awesome.
Because that's the
Mhm.
thing. I mean, I would like to have a base with a farm, but then again, how long these people are going to be there again? If you're still growing crops over and over and over again on a limited amount of land, that's going to end up killing it, and you would have to relocate anyway at some point.
You know what?
What?
I'd like to change the plant. If I were to find a base, I'd just go to a Home Depot. Literally have everything there. They have power tools. They have wood. They have a
You can find
greenhouse.
what you're looking for at the Home Depot.
Yes,
Shop smart,
exactly.
shop S smart.
That's smart.
Yep.
Oh, that
Yeah.
would have been a great choice for the fucking like teams. Fucking choosing Bruce Campbell.
I don't know. I mean, he's good. I thought about Bruce, but then I was like, I don't know.
The more you thought about it, the more you're like, I'm not sure about this.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I don't know, do we have anything else we want to talk about the zombie plan? It's like I feel like we covered a lot of the basics of what we would do.
Right.
I don't know. I got nothing else.
Well, Shad, the
Yeah.
only thing is with the Home Depot, again, what are you going to do for food?
They're growing. They're growing plants there. They've got
Yeah, and also
fruits.
a lot of shops like Home Depot, Walmart, I think even Lowe's does it. They always have like those sections where it's like the gardening section where they also have like a bunch of those seed packets.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, but again, it depends on like when the zombie apocalypse happens, because if it happens and it's during the winter time, you're kind of screwed.
That's true.
Yeah, that's like the one time you would have to prepare like deeply
Right.
for a zombie and like horde or anything like that is during the winter.
Right.
So
That's when you stock up on your canned goods and your bottling.
for me especially, I have to stock up on gasoline.
Oh, yeah. See,
This
that's
is
another thing. You would have to like the ideal thing would be find a farm with a missile silo right next to a pipeline, so you have like access to like
oh, you know what
gas and
also
oil and everything.
with everything in mind about like the fucking zombie mechanics and everything, especially when we said about how the virus infection only affects humans and nothing else.
Right.
A good strategy too would be sea life.
So what? I
Like
mean,
you
have
could
a
like live
base
on
near
a
the ocean, or
you
like
could like live on like a ship or a boat out at sea.
right? That would be another option. Yeah.
And if you really did need to go to land, you could have a jet ski nearby that you could just like take over to the mainland and grab whatever you need.
Right, and then go back. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another good one for escape plan, especially like, you've seen all these movies too where these people try to get over to an island, but there's no guarantee that there's not going to be zombies on some of these islands too.
That's why I'm not saying go to the island. I'm just saying like go
Yeah.
out into the sea itself.
Right. Yep.
So,
Like get a really
well,
big ferry or tugboat or
yeah. What do you say, Scarab? Do you think you would do that? Since you're nearby the water, do you think you'd like take a boat out?
Well, yeah, but say no because I get very motion sick easily, so I would say no.
Oh.
well, then you better find a ton of Dramamine.
See if you could get a bunch of anchors to like help stabilize its position without
Oh,
getting
Oh
tossed and
God.
turned too
God, yeah.
much.
I'm still saying no too, Bo. I'm still saying no. Absolutely not.
Okay.
And I definitely wouldn't want to be on a Carnival cruise ship, I'll tell you that much. No, thank you.
How funny would it be if, like, a, what are they called? I guess, yeah, cruise. Imagine how funny it would be if a cruise never received the information about the zombie apocalypse happening, and then they make port, and they're like, where is everybody? And then, like, all of a sudden, like, the zombies just, like, come at them, and then, like, the entire cruise just starts going down.
Actually, that'd be pretty funny.
Avoid as many people at all costs for like the first like month of the virus and the apocalypse.
Yeah, because you got to think how many people are on those cruise ships. Those things are like floating islands.
Yeah, they are.
Some of them could carry like what, like almost 10,000 people on a boat on a big cruise ship.
Yeah,
it's horrible. And if one of them gets infected and it spreads, oh my god, that would just be complete chaos.